we had we had unfinished I had unfinished work which the pressure was on me yesterday. I have to quickly confirm if you can see my screen. Confirm if you can see my screen.
I can see it.
Thank you so much. So quickly, last class, let's repeat everything I will be doing in every class. Before we move on to a new step, we'll repeat it. In by so doing, you always master the steps. That is how my boss taught us. So when we get to API, everything we'll be doing API. If I do API today, so next class, I won't just go and start from the beginning. I'll
Mm.
walk the procedure of creating something, but very smart and fast. So we'll create it very fast and smart. We assume that you know it, but process of repeating steps or repeating something multiple times will help remembrance or will help something to stick quickly. And it's very important that it helps. So when you go to your file, I go navigate straight to my desktop, or you can pick desktop from here. We are using JavaScript. If you remember, you can mute your call so that the call will be the things is recorded so that can have smooth recording. Thank you. Check your mics. Thank you. So we hit on JavaScript. Today we'll be looking at strings in details. String in details. Sorry, I want to get something out from here. That's why I'm coming here. I want to get my tea. I have issues with my tea. So today we'll be looking at strings. We'll be looking at strings in details. What are strings? Strings are words like James, John, alphabets. So alphabets are all strings. So when you right click on the strings, click on Git batch, open with Git batch. Just write a single line of code. Code, CODE, then full stop, space full stop. It will launch you straight to VS Code, straight to VS Code. So let's look at string in details. So when you get to VS Code, first thing is to create your file. Don't forget.
I'm not seeing your VS Code though.
Wow. Okay. Check. You can use my screen.
I'm seeing your screen, but I thought you have got into your VS Code.
Yes, I just went to on different dashboard. Check if you can see. Now check if you can see again.
No.
It's not showing like this. Okay, let me stop sharing.
I'm seeing those something in your folder, not VS Code.
Okay, I know what is screen window. How is it now? How is it now?
I'm not seeing anything yet.
Okay, I know
Yes, I can see your screen.
you can see. Probably is your network.
Yes.
Probably is network issues from your end. Can you see?
No.
Yes,
Then,
see your screen.
then log out and log in again on his network. I guess I feel his network. Alpha, were you able to reach out to Emmanuel?
It didn't pick up.
You watch the video now. He have access to the videos. So when you click on can I start a rental? Should I
Yes,
proceed?
you can start.
I should proceed. Okay, fine.
You can
So
start.
okay,
That's
thank
what
you.
I just have to do.
All right, thank you. So when you click on the file, I'll give it index dot what JavaScript. Yes, so you're looking at JavaScript. So I want to look at first thing, creating of strings. I believe we can create strings now. We have const, we have const name is equal to, since I want to write name of somebody, I write James. So James, I'm storing James as name. Const age is equal to, is 40 years old. Okay. Sorry, this is not in best practice. But why is my semicolon? Oh, just a minute. My dependencies are analyzing. So let me see. Okay, it's working fine now. It's active. Then const. I have name. I have country. I have country. I have country is equal to United States. What is this copilot doing here now? Stop. I believe you are together now. So these are basic ways of expressing strings. So the next thing we are going to look at, concatenation. There are two ways of concatenating. We have, which I'm not going to do that because no time to waste time. We have concatenation by adding, why is it giving me suggestion? Console.log. I can concatenate by using plus, but which does not make any sense to me. Can I have this copilot? Is it possible? Henry, can I off it?
I don't think so. I don't think you can off copy.
I don't know why. I don't like it because I'm teaching. And because since I'm teaching, I don't really want it. So I just want to write everything from scratch. Anyway, I'll be ignoring it. So why I write from my head, I'll just write everything. So concatenation, we use the one I'm going to look at is called template literals. So that is the one we are going to look into, which is called template literals. We are going to look at template literals. These are the one that you'll be using in the office. The other one that you'll be using plus 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 plus, you won't use that. Now I can decide to say console.log to console log it, but I don't want it that way. So what I'll just do is that I will just give it a const as well to save what I want to, let's say const message is equal to, what will be my message is, because I want to use template literals in JavaScript, we use what is called backtick. Remember, there are three ways of assigning there are three ways of assigning yeah, is it three ways, two ways? So remember I said we have double, yeah, three ways of writing string. We have double quote, single quote, and what is called backtick. So backtick is this last one. So we use backtick for template literal. So if you want backtick to appear, you use template literal. So which is that what I'm going to use right now. Because I want to apply template literals, I will use backtick. And what is template literals? Template literals is for you to join two or more items together. So it will help you to make it a sentence. Instead of to write name 40, James 40, United States, does not make sense. I can now say I am James. I can write anything. I live in United States of America and I am 40 years old, which I can write it that way. So what I will do is to bring in my the template literals, which what I have it already. Anything I do, I'll remove my console so that you can see because of this copper that is obstructing it. So template, how do you get your backtick? Before one, the 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 what's it called? The key before one, opposite one is where your backtick keys is. So what you just do, this backtick, you can start writing anything at all, anything. I can say I am now. Will I say I am James? Will I had if I type it like this, it does not make any sense because hard coded it. What is hard coded? Hard coded means you are the one that is coding. Is not functional, is not flexible. So JavaScript language ought not to be like that. It should be very flexible so that even when next time somebody you change the name, if you want to change the name, you have in this case you start coming down to this place and be changing them line by line. But with template literal, you come to where name is, change it to whatsoever name it is, so it will reflect on every part of the program. So instead of me to hard code it, I will just remove the James. I'll bring in a I'll bring in this. What can you see? This is used to 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 call the what you want it to be here. So if I instead of me to write I am James, I will just concatenate it using template literals and write what's called name. So if I console log message now, if I console log message, what will come here is what I am James. So let's give it a try, but that's not where I'm actually driving to. Remember, I want to run this code. What will I do? We are using node. We'll say node, come and run index.js for me. And what that will give me, I am James. So that's where I'm going to. I can say I am James. Sorry, I am James. I am James. I live. It's not a must that you have to write the name first, you write the age before you come to country. No, it doesn't make any sense. That way you can decide to pick it anywhere, anyhow you want it. I'm James. I live in, instead of you to write United States hard code, what do? You bring in your your dollar sign. Can you see? Bring in your calling braces. Your calling braces will help you magnet the name of the country and pass in what is called country inside it. Country. So I am James. I live in what? Why is it giving me nonsense? So I am James. I am James. I am name. I live in country. So instead of the name will now carry James and the country will now carry United States. So let's run it again and see what the output will be. I am James. I live in United States. So I need the United States. I need the United States of what? America. Of United States of America. Full stop. I am, instead of to write 50 years old and 30 years old, I will just put my template literals again. Dollar, two colon braces. You can see two colon braces and bring in what is called age. So if you run this one, where's the error coming from? Okay, it's up here. So when you run this, you have this now and say, I am James. I live in United States of America. I am 40. Does not make sense. So we are still going somewhere. I am 40 years, sorry, years old. So if you try to run this again, let's see what the result will be. It will give you, I am James. I live in United States of America and I'm 40 years old. Now let's say in the future that you want to change, you don't need to come here and you don't need to touch the template literals. Just come here and change the name of James to John. Let's say you made a mistake is now John John James, and you made a mistake of the age, you now say, oh, sorry, the age is 20, 35 or 34. Oh, you made a mistake. Instead of United States, the person is from Nigeria. So you will put it here. So if you run it now, let's see what the result will be. It will tell you, I am John James. I live in Nigeria of America. Okay, because it's coded here. Anyway, I'm 35 years 35 years old. Here's the old. Here's the old. Okay, 35 years old. Oh, sorry, because let me clear the console and run it again. So let me hide this part now so that you see it clearly well. So I'm John James. I live in Nigeria. I'm 25 years old. So this basic thing about template literals and string, but string is much. Now let's look at properties and method of strings. Very, very important. Let's look at, you have a question?
Yes.
Okay, quickly, let me have it right now before I move on. Thank you.
Is it not possible to print out that literals without saving request in message? Can't
Perfect.
we print it out directly from
Console.
console.log?
Perfect. You are right. You are right. We can do that. We can do that, but we can do it depending on what you actually want to do. Let's say, let's keep this, let's hide this, and let's say it's possible, but the only thing there is that you are not storing it. So you are not storing it. That's just it here. So console is just like we are just displaying it, but in API you don't always console log. You send data from server to your front end, or front end collect your data from the front. So if you just console log your data, front end will not be able to receive it. Whenever you console log, you want to see something. Probably mostly when you are testing something, you are okay. Front end is calling an API, but the API is not responding to you. It's not responding to them, and they complain, backend engineers, please, I'm calling your API is not responding. Or probably you are working on a particular project and that thing is not giving you your desired result. That is where console.log, we have different console. We have console.error, console.log, and we have different types. Yeah. So we'll look at them as time goes on. So that console.log is just for you to display what is, why you want to see what is going on underground. So that is where the console.log. You can as well do like that. So that's just it. You can do it this way. You say console.log. I am James. I live in the United States of America. So if you run this, you have the same thing as I am James. I live in Nigeria of America. I'm 34 years old. But which any method you want to use is cool. So we go with this particular one because I want to store and display. Very important, best practice. Now, want to look at what is called what want to look at what is string properties and method. Very, very important. Take note that you will be needing this occasionally in API. Mostly when you are dealing with, okay, when you get to array, yeah, you might be needing it occasionally, but no, that does not mean that you will not, it will not be part of you. Very important that you need to know it because you might need it, you might not use it. You will use it, let me use that word. You use it definitely. Trust me, you will use it. Properties and method. If it's not important, I will not stress it. Just know. If it's not important, I will not stress it. Anyone I'm stressing much, don't know, just know that you use it. Now, one of the properties, how do you know property and how do you know method? Okay. Now, to know it is a bit difficult, but when you call the method, you will know. Now, let's look at what is the name of how many strings do we have here? We have we have name, we have age. Sorry, age is not a string, so we are not dealing with that. So we have age and country. So now let me call name now. Name dot. Now when you call name dot, sorry, name dot, name dot. Okay, let me console. Let me put it inside console. Console. Okay, let me save. Let me save. Then I'll console log it. I'll console log. Cons. What is it giving me now? Let's look at now. I want to check the length of this country. Const name. Let's say let's say country country length. I will explain details. Country length is equals to now I can try to console, but I feel this one is more better. So I call the name the of the what I want to check, the length. You will use this one that is country. I just call country dot length. Now, what will dot length do for me? Now, to know if it's a property or a method, so just place your cursor on that dot. Remember, when you put something dot, it means it's a property or is a method to that particular something, right? So if I put my cursor on this length, it shows that is a what? A property. Since it's a property, you leave it like that. But if it's a method, I'll have to pass in open bracket and close bracket. Take note. If it's a method, you have to open a bracket and close bracket. But since it's a property, I stop it this way. What will I do? I will console log. I want to console log the name of what I save it into as country length. The anyone that is okay, let me hide this. Let me clear my console. So what will happen now if I run node? It will tell me the length of this word is 7. Now let's count. And Nigeria is actually 7. Now if if I create space here now, what happened to it? Will it still remain 7? No, it will count one space to it as well as 8. So in this case, we start thinking as a software engineer. Imagine you are building an API now that carry like storing password. You know password now. Like now, you expect the user, you want to register an account, you expect the user to pass in password. You have to also take care of this space because the person that is trying to trying to log in now or try to create an account might forget that you have added extra space. So when he's trying to log in again, he might not know that he left extra space or he created an extra space for it. It will be, in that case, automatically it will tell the person incorrect password. So as an engineer, what do? You have to think as an engineer and help the user. How do you help it? Is by the property of string. We are going to get there. We are going to help the user. It's possible. You help the user. How do you help it? When we get there, I'll tell you how to help it. By removing extra spaces. You don't want whether the person put extra space or extra space, you remove it. If you put it or you don't put it, remove it. So there's a way you do it in API. So but in this place, we learn the property. Is when you get there, you look at the properties. Now let's look at what is called method now. Let's look at method now. Let's look at this. Just this, we have method now. Let's say I want to check um I should be able to check. Let me just see if I can. if I can show the name of, okay, let's say let's take another one, another method. Let's look at uppercase. Let me just
Good
specify. Good
evening,
evening,
everyone.
everyone.
Sorry,
Sorry,
I'm
I'm
joining
joining
late
late
too. I'm
too.
at
I'm at
work, so I'm
work, so
trying
I'm
to
trying to.
go both of them.
Okay, welcome, boss. Welcome, boss. Let's do lowercase. So I will not forget. Let me just specify what I want to do. Lowercase, uppercase. Let's say very split. Let's say split. Let's say another split. Let's look at trim. I'm saying trim. Let's look at include. No, I'll do include later. Is advanced. So okay, let me just do include. Then I want to do no, I'm not doing replace. I've forgotten one. Join. I'm doing join. Sorry, I'm specifying it. Now I'm not doing index now. Don't want to do index. I want to do join reverse. The assignment will be on reverse. I don't know why I'm teaching it. How not to. One of you have an assignment on reverse slice. I don't think I've even used slice before. So let's just leave it. I know you with there's reverse. They hardly use reverse, but on the rare cases, because nobody will write code and the test will be upside down. So in fact, how we even write code
Sorry,
and
sorry. All this one that you are listening, is it method?
their own, some of them are properties and method that as it goes on, you will know whether it's property or method. We look at that. So we are just looking at properties and method, just categorize them. If it's a property, no calling, no bracket at the end. But if it's a but if it's a method, there must be a bracket in it. So as we bring it up, you will know whether it's a method or not. So let's stop here for now. Let's look at this one reverse, but nobody will write a test that will be upside down that you want to be reversing it. But let's just do it anyway. Does not make any sense. This one does not make any sense. Sha. Now let's look at uppercase. Let's say const const give me anything. Const street or const address is equal to Lagos. Thank you for helping me. Because address equals to Lagos. Now Lagos is a string, right? We want to look at uppercase. Now this Lagos, let's say peradventure, this one is very useful. How is it useful? Reject. Sorry. So it's useful in API as well. When you are building API, take note. Always ensure that for those things that user will input, those sensitive information like password, age, those things like age, password, and some other stuff, always in place it that always do it that either the person do it in uppercase or if the person put in, okay, you want you want password to be lowercase or true, which does not really make sense. You want to make the security, you want to make the password very secure, uppercase, lowercase. But let's assume that for some field that you want the something you want that field to be totally small letter, or you want that field to be capital letter or true. Engineers, you must think to help the user. How do you help the user? If the user type in small letter, you write a code that will transfer that small letter to capital letter. You need this function now, what we are doing now. So if you want that field to be small letter, if the person mistakenly type anything, like he might make mistake and type Lagos LA, then put capital letter G, something like this. If you leave it like that, your backend will reject it. Your backend, trust me, your backend will reject it, because backend is the engine room of any website, of any site or anything. So you have to now write a script in the backend that once the user enters anything like this, the backend will automatically convert any string that is coming to uppercase or cap or small letter. Based on that, I believe we are making sense. So I want to convert this one now to what is called uppercase, which is capital letter. So I will just console log. I don't want to waste time. Just console log it. Let me just be. I don't want to save anything. I'll say console log. So console log what? I'll call the name of the Lagos, which is called address. So I have it. Why is it giving me? I don't want it. So I'll just call the name of the address. And if I call address normal, it will give me just what? NA, capital letter G, OS. Have I achieved what I'm looking for? No. So I'll put my full stop, then call full stop. What is full stop? Now if you put full stop now, it will display everything that that address can do. Take note. When you call full stop now, it will display everything that string can do, because you are calling address which is a string. So if it's a number, so when you put that thing dot, it will display everything that thing can do. So from there you can actually select for yourself if you don't really remember what you want to do. So when you put it, you can only select these are all the things that it can perform. This one that is cancelled means that it cannot do it. All these ones it can perform everything that you have here. Now because to to uppercase, you don't need to spell it for yourself. You see now JavaScript make use of is it camel cases? Yeah, we make use of camel cases. You see to uppercase, that is how it's written. So we always have, you see the way I name this country length, line 15, country length. That is how JavaScript name their variable. So if you are naming variable, you have to follow JavaScript best practices. Even their reserved word sef is even camel case. So that is how JavaScript is. Take note, JavaScript is camel cases. That is how it is built. So now when I run, if I run it this way now to show me error. Why? So uppercase is a method. Now if I place it now, if I put my console on this to uppercase, it tells me that is what? Is a method. So because it's a method, I'll put open bracket and close bracket. So hope I don't have any console. So if I console log this now, let's see what gives me now. Let me clear my console. I console log it. It will tell me it have, where is this 8 coming from? Did I console log anyone here? Okay, I console log this length. I don't want to confuse us, please. Let's have is definite. So that's helping to convert both one that has small and big one, all capital letter now. Now let's quickly run through. I believe we are following. We are following. Now let's check for lowercase. Let's say cons. Oof. Let me copy my T. Let me copy T. Let's say sorry. Let's say const const what? Please, someone should help me out. Const what? Let's say const state. Thank you. You are giving me state. Hey, const state is equal to, let's put capital letter. Let's say Nigeria or true. So Nigerian true. So let's console log. Let's console log what? Console log is what is what console log what state sorry, I believe you can see state dot what lower case. We are dealing with lower. If you cannot just spell lower, I feel it will give to you. But if you didn't give us, just press your to lower your to now. But I don't know why you didn't specify. Lower probably is loading, sha. Let's give him some time. Okay. And hence pop up by himself. So it will, I feel I know it will pop up by itself. Probably it's still loading. So if you cannot get the right word, so let's type lower. Okay, to lower, to lowercase, to I'm missing the word. Oh. I'm missing it to lowercase. So lowercase is still loading. You don't want to show any. Just hold on, it's loading. Enough applications. So if you place your console or your own, it will show you method. So I don't know. It's showing what is loading, sure. I don't know what is keeping it. It's loading. Much of applications in it, sure. So let's run. Let's run what it is. Showing error already. State is Nigeria. So I'm making mistake. Why? Okay, I see why it's not even displaying from the onset. Because a string, this state is not string as it is now, right? So if you put it in double quote now, or single quote, or batik, I can decide to put this Nigerian as backtick, right? It's not must to for it to be a double quote. I can put a backtick on it and put it this way. I can put batik and type put in Nigeria. Sorry, I have applications. Hope I don't open this company code here. Shit, no wonder. Sorry, no wonder. I think you're this slow. Sorry. Ah, something is making this thing to delay. Sorry guys. So if I put state equals to Nigerian is now a string now. So if I put dot now, I feel it will display it is displayed to us now. State dot. Okay, let's just keep typing. I've used my tool. Let me use my tool. State. Wow, I can't copy and paste now. Applications are running on this system. So when you put yes, so to lower now. So to lower now will give us now what? Let's clear the console now. Let's clear the console. It's showing error. Let's see what the error. I feel it's because it's still loading. That's why. Because there's nothing wrong with it. So node, let's run what to give to us. It has turned Nigerian to lowercase. Now let's look at split. Take note of split. Take note of it. Take note. When do you use split? Look at it to const. Yes, const sentence. Let's say I am learning JavaScript and I love it. It makes sense. I love this text. I'm learning JavaScript and I'm loving it. Okay, fine. I don't want you. Thank you for your suggestion. So I'd want all of them. Now, for you to let me bring this join now. After split, the next thing should be what? Join, not even trim. So you understand the concept of split and you understand the concept of join simultaneously. So if you want to join something together, you have to what? To split. Mostly when you are dealing with string. Remember, this string is like a group of words. Though we have I'm learning JavaScript, they are single, right? Can you separate them? Can you break it? If you try to break them now, you can't even break I am, so you call sentence. So if you try to break sentence, everything will scatter, which does not make sense. So if you want to break them, so you attack sentence by splitting sentence. So you can now so when you split it, you can join them together or you can whatever. So for you to join, something must be in different direction. So let's call the name now. I'm learning JavaScript, so I'll just say console. Let's say console dot log sentence I don't want you, thank you, sentence now dot what now called dot split. If I do control T now because I will explain this now. Oh, I will explain this too. Now that I have split now, split is a word, is loading. This system not to load. Oh. So sorry, guys. I want to show you. If you put your console on this split now, it will tell you that it is a method. Thank you. It's popular. Is a word, a method. Because it's a method, it has to be in what? No, reject. I don't want you to write for me. So if you because it's a method, you put it in what? Double bracket. A bracket rather. Now, what will make it split is not because you have done this now. Inside that bracket, you put double double quote, you space them. You put double quote and space it. If you don't put double quote, it won't split well. It won't split. So if you console log it now, look at it. Let's see what it is. It's saying that I am I am learning JavaScript and I am loving it. See the way it's splitted the text for you now, right? It's splitted the text for you. You need this split when you are creating token for users because you must create token because somebody must log in and you want to track who logged in into your account. So for you to create this thing, you need the split function. If I've not used it at all, but for that token aspect, except you are not creating authentication, you always use it. You always use it, this one. Always use split. Now let's do join. Now that I've splitted this word now, I want to join now. I just do console.log sentence. Why is it giving? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Thank you. Sentence, right? Dot what? Dot join. So if I put dot join, it's also a what? Let's check it. It's also a method. It's loading. It's also a method. So it should be in double quote. It's a method. So let's see. It's loading. Sorry, my system is a lot of application. It's a method. So let me just proceed. So you put it like this. Let's see what happens to it. Let's what happens. Join have issues, so I space as well. Probably is requiring it requires space. Let me see. What is the error message? Line 36. Okay, I know the issues now. Just put double quote as well. I feel that is why it's wrong. Just double quote and that's all. You are good now. Still error. It's not even marking the double quote, it's marking the dot join. Okay. I know where the problem is coming from. Sorry guys. So dot join actually work with split together. So what I'll just do is that I will return this word. I'll just return this. Let me hide this now. So since is a method again, so what will I do? Reject. I don't want you. So what I will do is that after the double stop, I will come here and put dot join now. Yes, dot join. Pass it this way. You can put double quote. Makes sense this way now. You are good. With this, you are fine. Dot join always work with dot split. So it doesn't appear on its own. I guess that is the reason why. Let's check. Thank you. It has worked now. I am learning JavaScript and I'm loving it. So if you want to split alone, you do sentence dot split, passing the split function. So if you want to do join, That means run the split function and join. But I'm thinking of something. I feel I can do it this way. Let's say let's go. Let's just leave it. I can just call the name of this of the I can just save instead of it pass it's because I console logged it. That is the reason why I had issues with it. It's possible I can even without calling the keyword split together, I can join. Let me do that now. Let me just const A is equal to this split now, right? So if I call A now, if I call A now, if I console log, if I console log what? Sorry guys, just trying to if I console log, sorry, if I console log A now, sorry. So if I console log A, what happens? Let me hide this now. If I console log A, it will split it for me, right? That makes sense. Now that I've console log A and I want to join it now, if I don't want to, I can just call A now. I feel here I can call A, it's possible. Let's check it out. I can call A. This thing is stressing me. I don't want you. Get out. I want to write it. So console.log. I'll just call a.join. Yes, I feel it will work well. Let's check it. Let's check it now. No, I split it already. Now let's now join it now. See that it's making sense, right? But if it is making sense, but reason why there's no space is because I did not join by space. So if I join by space, what happens? The spacings there will be space in between there. Are we still together? Someone should. Are we still together?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you, boss.
We are still together.
Thank you, thank you.
So I've where you like my state, and I've not get to where you wrote console.log. I don't know why from this side.
Which part? Console.log what? A or what?
Console.log A.
Okay, we
You
are
know that
still
you
together.
from what you said, so console.log A dot join. Or you save the setting dot split into a variable called A.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
And I call console.log A, right? Okay, that's where you are.
to join the splitted settings together. But I've not seen your console.log A dot join. I've not seen it currently. Just
Be-
that I'm just hearing it from what you are saying. My screen has not gotten to that place.
okay,
Till you
but
start again.
but are you with us? Can you see now?
Yes, I can see it now. I can see it now.
Okay, fine. Let me repeat that line. Now, I was trying to at first I did join and I separated it. Then I tried to run join, but it did not work separately. So I have to do split and join together. Though I told you guys that anytime you want to use join, you use both of them. I just remember that it's not language, it should be flexible. You shouldn't be static to a particular thing. So you should be able to play around. So I said, okay, fine. There should be a way to navigate. Why? Because I console log it directly. So, but the best approach is to save first. So when you save, just code what you save it into and passing the method. It will work automatically. So I saved it the splitted word now into variable called A, such that if I call A dot join now, so I'm not joining the splitted word now as this line. So when I run it now, that's what the line is doing. You tell him I'm learning JavaScript. Now, when you split without the space close, let's see what happens. It will just join. It will let me clear the console so that you get it right. So when you join without creating a space, it will just join the splitted words together, which does not make any sense. So you split this way and That will be more better and good. So that is for concatenation. We are looking at properties, fine. So we are looking at trim. Trim is this. Where you need trim, I have to treat trim, very important. You need it. So I wanted to remove it, but I will treat it. Trim is when you are creating, you need this trim when you are creating database. Now, when you are structuring your database, your schema, that is where you help the user. If the user put excess space, remove it. Whether you put or whether you not put, remove it. You have to put that keyword trim, so that the user might want to type password now as space then James as his name or password. If you come back again now, you want to log in now, you just put only James, it will throw you error because it will count the two space as part of your length. If I check the length of this thing now, it will tell me, it will count James plus the extra two spaces are added as part of your what, as your password or whatever field that it is. Because I don't want the user to have issues and my system, people will be complaining, I created an account, I cannot log in. Meanwhile, it's their problem, not the system fault. They will be blaming the system, and people that created the system are not good. There are people that, your system is not working. Meanwhile, it's their issue. So you have to avoid those issues as an engineer. Good. So why this thing giving me? I don't want you now. Thank you. You try. So dot trim now. What will I do now to dot trim? So let's give it a variable const. Let's say const const name. Let's say const name. Hope I don't have name before. Const name is equals to what? Ima. Sorry for that. Let's say space. No. Let me just say this one will make more. Let's be more practical. Let's say password. Yeah, because this is where you will need to help the user. Let's be doing it, because when you get to API, you quickly remember. Const password is equals to, probably the user created his 2 more space and type in this as his password. Now, and probably leave extra space or no space. Now, before we proceed with this part, let's do console.log. Let's console, let's console, oh God, console.log. Let's check for password length first. Password length first. Password length dot length, right? Oh, I'm pasting my T. Sorry. Let me bring in this. Let me bring this my mouse. Sorry. Next class I'll be with new system. So sorry. So we should have a better class. Let me see if I can have my external mouse here. Sorry, external keyboard here. Yes. So yeah, my console.log what? This thing will start. This system not time. Sorry guys. So console.log length, right? You give me now. I don't do, if I copy now, it will tell me you start loading. It's still I want to paste to console.log password.length. So if I check the length of the password, it will count all the spaces that I've I have already, right? I don't have anything copied. This is wasting my time. Oh, I'm copying wrong thing. Sorry, copy wrong thing. Just a minute, please. Let me just bring that. Let me just bring that. Let me bring that T out. What am I looking for? Keyboard on screen. So let me just use this, please, beside me. So instead of low battery, I've never this system, man, not helping my ministry. NITH. So if I console, hope I don't have any console. This system is not helping my ministry at all. At all, at all, at all, at all, at all. So if I do console.log of length, let's see what it is. Well, let's see what it is. It will tell me 31, and I have just what? Now let me just remove this one so that it will it will be reasonable for counting. Let's check now. 17, and that is how the person password the user will have issues. So to help the user, what do you do? Let's say console.log. Let's say console.log. Call the name of the word password dot what dot trim. Thank you. So is a when you see double bracket there, bracket at the end, means it's a method. Let's check it. Is a method. Fine. So let's see what it will output to us now. So it will remove the the what the long word now, and give us just YEFEB. So if we check for the length of it now, let's see the length of the word again. We will see that it is showing 17. Oh, sorry. Why? Why is it showing 17? Because the trimmed word, we did not save it. Now let's save the trimmed word now. Let's say const b, or let's say const save. Let's be using best practices. Const save is equal to, let's say, password dot trim. Password dot trim makes sense. So let's remove this console. So I will then call the length of the word of the saved, right? I will call the length of the saved length. What is the saved one? The one I've saved into. I believe we are not doing too much. So let's console log instead of let's console log the hello hello. Really, I disconnected. My system is even low, say 10%. I just dey talk dey go. Sorry, let me off this mic.